Walker's full name was Sarah Breedlove McWilliams Walker. She was born in Delt, Louisiana, on December 23, 1867. Her parents, Minerva Anderson and Owen Breedlove, worked as sharecroppers who had been born into slavery. Sarah, their fifth child, was the first to be born free after the Emancipation Proclamation. Sarah lived in extreme poverty as a child. Her parents died when she was 7 years old. She and her older sister Lavinia survived by working in the cotton fields. She married Moses McWilliams when she was 14 to escape abuse from her cruel brother-in-law, Jesse Powell. In 1885, Layla, their only child, was born. 2 years after that, McWilliams died. She moved to St. Louis to join her four brothers who had established themselves as barbers. Although she was barely out of her teens, she began to lose her hair. She experimented with many homemade remedies and store-bought products, including those made by Annie Malone. She also worked as a sales agent for Annie Malone Hair Care Products, who later became her biggest rival. She began working on her own hair formula for stopping hair loss. She said that the formula came to her in a dream after she prayed to God for a way to save her hair. In 1905, with just $1.05 in her pocket, she moved to Denver, Colorado, and got married to Charles Joseph Walker, a St. Louis newspaper advertising salesman. After changing her name to Madam C.J. Walker, she founded her own business and began selling Madam Walker's Wonderful Hair Grower, a scalp conditioning and healing formula, which was a wild success. At first, her husband helped her with marketing, advertising, but as the business grew, they grew apart and later divorced. To promote her products, she was going door to door. She traveled extensively in southern and eastern states, giving demonstrations and lectures at African American clubs, schools, churches, and homes. Walker also used the tour for recruiting other African American women to sell her products. By 1910, Walker had more than 5,000 African American women selling her products. She further expanded her business by establishing a chain of beauty parlors in the United States, South America, and the Caribbean. Walker's success allowed her to build her own factories and laboratories that utilized the most modern equipment available. Walker used a good part of her fortune to support causes that fought racism and promoted civil rights. She also donated money to African American schools and colleges. When she died on May 25, 1919, at the age of 51, her estimated fortune was over $1 million. She is recorded as the first female self-made millionaire in America in the Guinness Book of World Records. The Walker Building is an important African American cultural center and is a registered National Historic Landmark in Indianapolis, opened in 1972. In 1993, Madam Walker was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame in Seneca Falls, New York. The United States Postal Service issued a stamp of Madam Walker in 1998 as part of its Black Heritage series. Netflix's Self-Made, premiered in 2020, was inspired by the life of Madam Walker.